What's going on? It's Friday. It's Friday in the U.S. of A. You know what today is, ladies and gentlemen? Let's discuss it. It's Friday the 24th of July. Summer's going by, lickety-split, folks. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to experience a little bit of Fishman Takeover. Fishman Takeover with trade. Fishman Takeover. Fishman Takeover with Dylan. Sometimes people ask because they either hear people refer to me as Drade, only because of they know what it is. And for those who don't know what Drade is, my nephew, Andrew Stephen Koch, when he was a young lad, he did not know how to say his G's. And oftentimes I'd return from college, and I'd be at my folks' house, and I'd been out partying the night before, and they'd wake me up bright and early and say, hey, your nephew needs to be looked after. Can you watch him? And there I am, a hungover 19-year-old troglodyte holding on for dear life, and this little toddler's running around the house screaming like a damn demon. And sometimes I would just yell, silence, child. And he would stop, and he couldn't say his G's right. He'd look at me and he goes, silence yourself, Drade. So I became Drade. Silence yourself, Drade. So, pro tip, don't say silence, child, to a wise-ass kid. Or they might say your name wrong for the rest of your life. Rest of your life, you'll be known as Drade. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to copy this and say, hey, boom, you can see it. I'm going to post this to somebody here. I'm going to go, boom, you can see it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go, I'm going to the group. I'm going to the Crystal Kingdom. What a powerful place. I feel like a powerful liege of my own kingdom. What's going on out there? Greetings. We got many greetings from all over the place. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Appreciate that. We got the UK. We got Japan. We got Poland. We've got NYC. Woo! I can dig it all. From Austin, Texas. That's the spider. Zurich. Woo! I can feel it. Greetings from the UK. Cockmaster. Still loving the hat. Still loving the hat. Oh, folks, I got to tell you what. Crazy day here. Doing a lot of stuff here in the Koch residence. That song was called Friday, July 24, 2020.
Daily Aliens.
And the aliens are here. Folks, did you see that in the New York Times? So the Pentagon says they have vehicles that they've confiscated from another world. Why now? Why now do they say it?
2020.
2020, that's why. Answer, 2020. But, they released that, and why isn't that on the first page? Oh, by the way, got some space vehicles in our docket, in case you were wondering, but by all means, carry on. So, folks, needless to say, this is one of my signature Gristlemaster guitars with my Fishman Fluence Gristle-tone pickups on board. They're ready to unleash the powers of the night and of the day. Whoa. Of the day. And, yeah, sound good. Another dimension, Lawton Childs, another dimension. Max asks, Greg, rocks maple or rosewood fingerboard on a telly. What's your favorite? I enjoy a roasted maple neck. I do indeed. Although I don't dislike a rosewood board. I seem to gravitate towards the maple. The maple. I know Wildwood's doing a version of the orange Gristlemaster, the Cockwork orange, with a Paul Ferro neck. I believe they have a few of those in stock as we speak. Can you dig it? This gentleman says, want that guitar? I don't blame you. It's a powerful jam. I think you play your spaciest jam probably with a lot of phaser. I like the phaser I got to be honest with you, folks. I've never been a big phaser dude. But then a couple weeks ago, it's been longer than that. These COVID weeks go by lickety-damn split. Next thing you know, it's 3 months later. Am I right or am I right? Summer's damn near over with, Dylan. It's been a COVID summer. Where does the time go? Holding on for dear life. Holy cats. Anyway, folks, I was picking up my guitar over at Wade's Guitar on the east side of Milwaukee, where I had a couple tweaks done to some guitars, and I showed up, and I was talking to Alex Ballard. I said, Alex, proletariat. I said, I got a hankering for a phaser. I've been listening to a little Physical Graffiti. I've been listening to some Eric Gale playing with Stuff with Cornell Dupree. I've been listening to a little Rock and Roll Animal with Lou Reed. Or Lou Reed, depending on where you want to emphasize your syllables. Now listen, I said, I want a phaser in my life. I need a phaser. I want that sound. He goes, you know what? I said, do you have one of those Script MXR Phase 90s? He goes, listen to me, bro. I don't think he said that, but I'm saying, he said, listen to me, bro. The Phase 95, it's a small single kind of space. Here, I'll pick it up. You know what I'll do? I'll do you one better. I'll pick the damn thing up here and show you. I'm gonna pick it up and show you. Can you see it? There it is. The MXR, it's the Phase 95. It's got 2 buttons that allow you to dial in the whole history of the phaser community. I just like this side on with just the blue light, and then I put it on about, about 10 o'clock ski. That's how they say it. That's how my Polish brethren would say it, 10 o'clock ski. And gives me that ayo, 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 ayo. And now I just can't get enough of that sweet, sweet, sweet phaser. Can you dig it? It's a wee little pedal. That's right, Paul. Dirt Spider vehicle. Say what? Diddle, diddle, do, do, do. You got to be true to your school. That's it. Little Wing. See? Yeah. Ooh, I like that sound. Can you dig it? Oh, does 268 work as a duet? You mean 265, John V? We have done that before as a savory duo. We can do it again. We can do that again. I'm going to switch from the phaser to the harmonic vibrato on the amp. Diggity doggone it. That's a song called 265. That song's off the Strat's Got Your Tongue record. And that's a good jam tune. Good little shuffle tune. It's got some fun little changes to it, other than just a straight blues progression. It's good for you. It's good for your soul. That sounds good. Somebody asked what this guitar is. It's one of my signature Reverend Gristlemaster guitars. This is an exclusive run to Wildwood Guitars, though, out in beautiful Colorado where I shoot all those vids, although I'm doing a lot of those vids from home as we speak. But this is a special black version with a larger neck profile, but all of the Reverend Gristlemaster guitars feature my Fishman Fluence Gristle-tune picker, yeah. Seth says, I'm going to weigh 265 at the end of quarantine. That reminds us of a little song that we have as well. We're going to be releasing this one soon at some point in time. Thank you, Mr. Quarantine, for keeping me safe from COVID-19. But when the going gets tough, the tough get hangry for something sweet or maybe a little tangy. Now I need to lose a quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. Eating those crunch berries was a whole lot of fun. I need to lose a quarantine. Cause when my double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine. Tacos from Chilongo, pizza from West. Nothing left to do but sit around and feast. Quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. Cause when my double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine. Hector's is down on the left, Left's is down on the right. If you're feeling like a little takeout tonight, quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. Cause when the double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine. Rice Krispie treats are good, 7-layer bars are better, but Reese's reign supreme in any kind of weather. I need to lose a quarantine. When my double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine. Quarantine, quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. Quarantine, yeah. Now I need to lose. Cause when my double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine. Well, when my double chin goes round and third, I need to lose a quarantine, although I'm down about 5 pounds from last week because I have been on a dietary plan. And all of those things I mentioned in that particular song have not been consumed in the last week. Fancy that. What's that? Although, don't forget, folks, we are going live tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Central Time, Koch Marshall Trio from this very room.
Whole band.
The whole band. And, of course, that tip jar will be out. We got to make some money. Got to make some of that sweet ma, as Dylan says. We need to make some ma.
A little bit of ma.
We need to make some ma. Because the aliens are coming. We need to be able to barter with some sweet fiat currency of our choice. In this case, the dollar. Now listen, what? We're going to be on at 5 p.m. Central on the Greg Koch YouTube page and Greg Koch Music Facebook page, and we'll share it on the Koch Marshall Trio and my personal page and yada, yada, yada. So tune in, 5 p.m.
Toby will have a real organ. Actually,
Toby will have his
XKX
going through the Leslie tomorrow.
instead of our nice home keyboard.
Instead of our nice home keyboard. That's right.
He'll have a real one.
Mm-hmm. Because, you know, my double chin goes round in third. Oh, I need to lose a quarantine. Can you dig it? Gotta make some more of that sweet, sweet load up, it'll dip it, doot it, dip it, doot it. Gotta make a more of that a little skid load up, doot it. Gotta make some more of that sweet load up. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes we have to do that. Robert says it'll be rock and roll with the fierceness of a woolly mammoth in heat. What? I don't even know what that means. Lots of love. Well done, Robert. Way to speak in orange roomese. Speaking in orange room he's. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with any of that stuff. It's good for you. Telling you what's wrong or what is right. I can tell between the day and the night. That's when you're riding on that upward trend. You better heed that dead-end sign that's right around the bend, 'cause there's aliens. Slams the brakes. Not to get jaded. Tell me what it takes. Alright, my dreams are dated. Sink or swim or doggy dog. Hard to tell where you're going when you can't see through the fog. Another detour sign just up ahead to Area 51. Now the wrong turn was I just misled. 'Cause slams the brakes. Hard not to get jaded. Tell me what it takes. Times are tough, but the spark has not yet faded. 'cause them's the breaks. I'm not to get jaded. Tell me what it takes. Times are tough, but the spark has not yet faded. Not yet faded. That's one of my tunes going. That's one of the first tunes I ever wrote. That goes back to 1990, I believe. A song called Them's the Breaks. It has appeared on the first Greg Koch and the Tone Controls tape back in 1990. Then it appeared, it resurrected. I did a version of it on 4 Days in the South. That record came out, 2003? And then the original aggregation of Greg Koch and the Tone Controls with Kevin Mushel and Gary Kaler. We did a version of it. And we recorded that on the Vivid Gristle. There's also a video of it on my YouTube channel that I put up from the DVD. The DVD is quite good. And I snuck in a little of this tune of mine called Hey Godzilla. A song called Hey Godzilla. That's from the Plays Well With Others record. But I amalgamated in the Tone Controls version from the Vivid Gristle. You can hear a little bit of that lick. A little bit of Dems to Breaks. Cubs versus Brewers tonight. Who you got? You know what, Tom? I wish I cared. But I just don't. Sorry to say it. Sorry. I just don't care. The only thing I care about Brewer games is getting a hot dog with secret stadium sauce. I mean, when they start winning, then I'm like, oh, that's fun. I think I'll watch for a minute. But not a big sports fan in general. I like this thing called rock. Okay? Rock music. Not that they're mutually exclusive, but I like an egregious dose. An egregious dose. Which hi-hats are those, says Peter? Use your microphone. Dylan, you got a microphone now. Dylan's got a microphone.
These are Istanbul AGOP Turk series. They're 14 by 35 centimeters.
Dylan's
14 inch by 35 centimeters hi-hats.
Heed Dylan's talk. Heed it.
They're actually really nice. I like these.
No crowds. That's it. Jerome wants cream. You know, Jerome, you know that I am powerless. I'm powerless over the power of the Cream, the band. Actually, whipped cream is a delicious accoutrement, I find, but haven't been eating it in the past week or so as I'm trying to lose my quarantine that I've gained. I was hauling around an extra Backstreet Boy around my abdomen, my Milwaukee Ballum. My Milwaukee Balloon, or Milwaukee Goiter, if you will. All right, so just to recap, these are my Fishman Fluence Gristle Tone pickups on this Gristle Master guitar. My signature guitar from Reverend. Yes, that was a little song called That's What That Guitar Is. I'm going to go over here to Mr. 335, which is a friend, okay? He's become even more of a friend in the COVID situation. And, there was a period of time where 335 was my main guitar, ladies and gentlemen, between the ages of probably 19 and 21. No, probably before that. 18. Yeah, between 18 and 21. Formative years. I was a 335's man. Oh, 335's man. I always had to tell you, though. These particular pickups on here are the Fishman Fluence Classic humbuckers. And they sound damn good. Oh, Phil wants to know if I ended up keeping that awesome white Strat that I had on one of the Wildwood feeds. Actually, someone bought it. I actually taught a Skype lesson to the gentleman who bought it today. He goes, that guitar's going to me, you know. I said, well played, sir. You saved me from myself because I was jonesing. And then all of a sudden, Steve from Wildwood called up and said, dude, that guitar got sold. I'm like, wicked. So that's good. Thanks, Alex. We appreciate it. Oh, you sweet sarsaparilla. You sound so good. Where's that tuner? Ba-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-doo-doo. Ooh, do you still have the Thin Line in the house? John V, that got sold too. That got sold too. That's gone. Thanks, Jeremy. Take it easy. Do I have perfect pitch? I do not. I have decent relative pitch. I have the Tele neck sound on my Fluence Tosin Abasi set. Yeah. Oh, excellent, Lisa. You're so nice when I'm around, but when I'm gone, Lord, you tear me down. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. You say yes, but you mean no. You won't explain till I'm out the door. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Your nose ain't growing, but it's still showing. But I won't take a hug, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I look. as I look. Well, you're so sweet. When I call, when I hang up, that's when I take the fall. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your fate. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your fate. There's only two things wrong with you, that's your fate. Woo! Yeah, that's called Your Face. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Dylan's back hurts. What the hell? Dylan's back hurts. Ooh, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're asked the question, Greg, are you still coming to Whitstable this year? Boy, that's a hard one, Trevor. That's at the end of October, first part of November. I would say that that's not happening. I would say that that's not happening. Name of the song? Your Face. Could it be your feet? Someone asks about your back. I don't know.
I'm going to go with maybe.
What's that?
I'm going to go with maybe. My feet are connected to my back.
The feet are connected with the back, which connected with the back. Going down. My nose is in the sand. I'm going down. In the sand. A cloud of dust just come over me, and I feel like I'm drowning on dry land. He done told me he said, son, don't rush to be a man. My father, he done told me said, son, don't rush to be a man. Lord knows I went on. Now I feel like I'm drowning on dry land. My mama told me a story about a dog who couldn't see too well. He was crossing the railroad tracks one day. A train cut off a piece of his tail. He turned around, never bothered to look up and down the rail, y'all. That dog lost his whole head. What? Just looking for a little piece of tail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going down, 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 Maine. My nose is in the sand. A cloud of dust just come over me, and I feel like I'm drowning on dry land. All right, folks, let's thank Dylan back there behind the kit, spending some quality time with us today in the doggone room of doom. But that poor dog, right, Brian? That poor dog, a victim of the power of the train. Sounding pickups, doggone it, especially on this tree chirty Jay says, thanks, Harry Metronome. That's your stage name, Dylan, Harry Metronome. Hey, Ray, metronome. Hey, Ray, metronome. Say what? Everyone's giving you love, Dylan. They say, brilliant, Dylan. Thanks, Dylan. Hope your fax feels better. Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. All right, question time. We got, it's 4:54. Beautiful Friday afternoon here in July. Tomorrow, don't forget, we are going to be live with the mightiest of individuals known as Toby Lee Marshall in this very room, 5 p.m. Central Time, on my YouTube page and Facebook pages. Come on, see us. Come on, folks. Come on and see us. We might do a thing on Instagram as well if I can figure out a way to do it where it doesn't sound, because we have everything going. I'm all mic'd up and sounding good. But you do it on the Instagram and it's just going on the phone. That's the problem with that. Peter Greenlicks. Mm-hmm. Bantry asks a very good question. Can you please demonstrate tone 3 on the neck pickup? I would. Unfortunately, this is an early iteration of the classics, and I don't have that third voice on this particular guitar. But on the next live feed, I will have either the Les Paul or my Reverend Pete Anderson that I have the newer open core classics with the third voice. It sounds magnifico. Unfortunately, I can't display it for you right now because I don't have those guitars handy. I try to bring the guitars in and go bring them back down. There's constant shuttling going on, with this situation here. We have the house is full with people, gear, and cats. People, gear, and cats. Well, the Leslie fits outside. We put it right outside the room. We mic it, and then Toby sits here. You can hear the Leslie. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll show it to you next time. It's a great sound. That third voice is a great sound. Ever play an SG, Greg? As a matter of fact, Eduardo, I have. In my college years, my kind of spare guitar that I had for my 335 was a red SG. With black open core pickups. Kind of uncharacteristically metal of me, but boy, it sounded good. It was inexpensive too. I enjoyed it. I don't know why I sold it. I don't know why I sell a lot of things, but it's been gone for a long time. David Donahoe asks, were my first bands blues bands? Yes. I always had, my first band was called the Stray Cat Blues Band. That was before the Stray Cats were a thing, at least before I knew they were around. They hadn't quite made it yet. I had a band called Teas and Blues. Yeah. And always, that band did I almost can remember the set list. We used to do Cream tunes, Hendrix tunes, Fioman Brothers tunes, some B.B. King tunes, Muddy Waters tune or two. And we do a version of a couple Paul McCartney songs. I like that song, Ooh You, from the first Paul McCartney, if I remember. was from that record too. That every night I just wanna get up, get out of my head. Can you dig it? Has Dylan ever tried acupuncture for his back? Have you tried acupuncture for your back yet, Dylan? Not really, he says. What modes do you play in? Yes, Anthony. I play in all the modes when I can and when I will. I use you mean the modes of the major scale? I use all the different modes depending on what's happening. I use a couple different modes of the harmonic minor scale and a couple different modes of the melodic minor scale. I use the what has now been termed, I guess, the John Coltrane pentatonic scale. I like that quite a bit. And then I also like the Mahavishnu scale, as I like to call it. John McLeod. It's called the jog scale. I think Raga Jog or something like that. I call it the John McLaughlin scale. And then whole tone diminished. Kapa. And, of course, all the various pentatonics. Going to team up with Joe B anytime soon? That's a good question, Mark. I will see him at the guitar camp I'm doing, that Woodshed Guitar Experience that I'm doing down in Tennessee at the end of August, which they really seem to have the place kind of pandemic proof. I mean, not 100% because nothing can be, but they're certainly doing everything imaginable for social distancing and making sure your food ain't contaminated and so on and so forth. So he will be down there at that point in time. I was gonna, I should probably ask him to be on my interview thing. We'll see what happens. What do you think of the cage system? I never really applied it to what I did. Are those A&T and T string? You know what's funny about that? I did a little post on the Intergroup today saying, hey, I'm going live today, and just because I get asked this all the time, here's the kind of strings I use and here's the kind of picks. First of all, I don't say what gauge strings I use, and then I said they were, and then I get the wrong company for the picks. So that was a user error once again. Fail. NYXL Diodario 10 through 46 strings and Jim Dunlap Prime Tone Jazz 3 1.4 millimeter picks. Thank you. The rest of the post was funny, though. I think there was something about a cat and its portals. On this guitar, Mark, there are 10 through 46 as well. Do you like Wes Montgomery? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. Josh Smith, Andy Wood, and GK tour after the Pestilence. That would be awesome and not out of the realm of possibility. Well, we were going to do a thing with Josh over in England. We'll see. I've done some stuff with Andy, and we'll do some more stuff too. Those are great fellas and great musicians. My wife and I will see you in Tennessee. Excellent, Austin. That'll be fantastical. Like the cat reference. If only it wasn't true. Kitty Sheriff's Badge today. Dunlap. Jim Dunlap. Why do we say that? I say Dunlap, right? Dunlop. I don't know. We humans are a strange breed, doing weird stuff, saying weird things. Anyways, folks, well, listen. Yep, he's fantastic. Joshua. Listen, folks, we are going to head out. We'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time. Thank you, Fishman. Thank you, Tascam, for the beautiful Model 24 that we're going through as we speak. We're going to be doing some recording with these delicious devices at some point in the not-too-distant future, so you can hear more of its fantastical sounds, but you are hearing everything go through that right now. Yeah, do I always play in standard tuning? When I play standard tuning stuff, yes, I'm in standard tuning, but I do use Open G for some slide stuff. I do DADGAD for acoustic stuff, Open D, occasionally Open E, and there's a C tuning that I like to use, and sometimes Drop D, depending on whatever. Anyways, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time, Toby will be here. Koch Marshall Trio will fly again, and climb aboard the mystery aircraft as we fly around. Speaking of mystery aircraft, check out that article in the New York Times. Pentagon announces it has confiscated vehicles from another world. Boy, why isn't that like leading the news tonight? Because I think, well, they're probably kidding or whatever. That would put a little dent in the news day, I think. Hey, guess what? We've got a Martian dune buggy in our possession. Whatever. Okay. When is the Greg Koch signature skull cap coming out? Mark, I have them in massive quantities at my website. You can go to gregkoch.com. You can get the hats there. You can get my Gristle King pedals. You can get all my records, all the instructional materials, Skype lessons, the Fishman Fluence Gristle Tone pickups you can get from my site. So many activities. So there you have it. Interessante. One last question. David asked, did music school inspire going on in learning on all the modes and scales? Well, yeah, absolutely. I went to college to learn what the hell I was doing and to know how to be able to function over different harmonies in terms of improvising and that kind of stuff. So it did indeed inform me. And I've always been learning ever since. They give you so much stuff at the time, and at that point, some sticks, some doesn't. All that kind of stuff. A buddy of mine, Joe Elliott, who was the head of the guitar department up at McNally Smith College of Music. He's a hell of a dude, great guitar player, and an excellent educator. He put together the curriculum they had up there was really solid. And now he's done videos and posted this stuff in a new website called Fretboard Biology. And it's a system that goes through basically his collegiate curriculum with videos doing the whole 9 yards, which is pretty awesome. So especially in these uncertain times, if you're in quarantine or God knows what's going to happen with people. Is it lockdown again, not lockdown? We don't know. So people are spending more time at home. You can basically get like college level classes, although I think they have stuff for every skill set, but certainly they have the college level curriculum there available on that website. And he's a good dude, as are all the other teachers from McNally Smith, and many of them are involved. My buddy Tim Lyles, Dave Singley, a bunch of other rascals are involved in it as well. So check it out. All right. We will see you cats on the flippity flop. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see you later. I'm going to press the button that says stop.